Oh, okay.
No, it says live. It says I'm live, finally. Even though before everybody got to hear me set up, but sure. Uh, so it's me. What is that noise? Who is it?
Who's what?
Is Sam? Wait, is that noise Sam? Even though she said that she was gonna
She's
cook.
cooking louder.
Oh, okay. She's cooking louder.
Wait, what?
Because you said you were
I
gonna
haven't
mute.
changed. Oh, you said not to.
Oh, okay. No, no, it's whatever.
Oh no, I'll mute.
It was just
I
confusing.
thought
That's
I
all.
must have misunderstood
No,
you
you're
because I
fine.
thought you said stay.
You're fine. I did say stay.
Yeah.
Fatman said whenever
I'm
you're
gonna
just gonna
tweet
cook louder.
this out.
Yeah, me too. Actually, I have it all set to tweet because
Yeah. It's it's that kind of drama. It's like how loud can someone cook? We're going for the world record.
the world record of loud cooking.
Yeah.
Mhm. 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 Okay, so paste. Come on, stream. All right. Good luck. It's out there.
So I go to tweet out the stream and I see this like a video of a Kickstarter reaching $1 million, and I'm like, you shouldn't be allowed to get that high on
Wow.
Kickstarter. It
Like,
seems wrong. Like if you have like $1 million worth of people
what?
who are willing to like spend money on you, it's like you should be.
What was it for?
It's it's Todd McFarlane, so I think it's some like comic thing.
Oh.
Uh, and it's just like that guy is like famous and he has like a publishing. I think he's I think yeah, it's hashtag Spawn. Like that's a huge property. And it's like, why does he need to go to Kickstarter for that?
Hmm.
What the fuck is going on with all
Well,
this? Hi, all five people.
I love five
Listen to
people.
me, like
We're complaining
whine
about people
about
that have money, asking
yeah,
for
complaining
money.
about people who have money. I want $1 million. I should have made Spawn back in the fucking 80s or whenever Spawn came out.
Is that the something that you wrote and then you never heard from them again or something like that? What was the story with that? Didn't you write a video game or some junk?
Oh yeah, I did. That that fell apart. That all fell apart. Uh, that
Yeah.
was in high school and shit. Like the guy who was in charge of the project got in a car crash and like was like laid up and
Mm.
had like medical bills and shit.
Yeah.
And like he couldn't afford to pay anyone anymore. So it all fell apart after that, which blows.
How much was he gonna pay somebody from high school?
Oh, he was the older brother of a different student. So he was like 26 and his brother or his younger brother who was like a sophomore at the time had this idea and he was like fuck it, I'll
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
like hey, we can get that video game money.
Yeah. Do you really think it would have done something?
No.
It says something went wrong with
It's
this. Why is
fucking
something going wrong with this with my tweet?
fucking fucking 16-year-old me writing a goddamn video game bullshit. Yeah.
Hmm.
No, I don't
But
think
was
that
it
would have
that good? Like, was it?
see, the problem is I don't know because that was like 12, 13 years ago.
Well,
And I really wish I could read it again. Like to see
oh,
how
that was you. That was really you. That was really loud. That was my phone. I apologize. Go ahead.
oh yeah. Like I would love to read it again just to see how bad I was back in fucking when I was a freshman.
Well, watch it like be amazing. Like, I mean, now I don't know. Is there any way at all that you can get a hold of them? Anyway.
No, problem is that is like one of the guys like sued uh, because he was like, "Oh, you promised you'd pay us," and it was just like,
Uh,
not really."
mm,
And then he just gave him like all of the assets that had been done as like like, okay, take this and fuck off. So I that includes all the shit I wrote for it,
Yeah.
all the art that was like we had an amazing
Were
artist.
you part of the lawsuit or what? Because that's not fair.
Well, no, but he didn't actually sue. He was just like, I'm gonna.
Well,
And he was like,
everybody
okay,
says I'm
will
gonna.
you fuck off if I just give you all this shit?
No.
And it was just like, I guess I will. It's like,
Oh, sigh.
yeah. We had a fucking incredible artist who is the only person who actually got any money out of it, because she did like, oh god, I think like 400 character illustrations.
Okay. Well, yeah, I mean,
Like a lot of them had
she
like the
deserved
same like body, like the same like model, but like just like different poses, like shitload of faces.
Yeah, she deserved it for real.
Yeah, of course.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like me, like why the fuck is Twitter not working?
Okay, so it's not just me.
Yeah.
Okay, good. So I'm like, what now? Because there's always something now.
There. Okay, it went for me.
It did.
Yeah.
Something's still going wrong for me.
That sucks.
It goes, something went wrong, but don't fret. It's not your fault. Let's give it another shot. Okay. There's gonna be like 7 of my tweets now. Watch.
Yeah, watch, really.
Anyway, who's here? Because I don't have that screen up right now.
Yes. Floof.
Floof, what's up? You can't cheat,
It's
Sam.
Sam.
Sam, that's
Sam is-
that's Inception.
Sam's typing and you can
And
just like have a
cooking.
conversation with yourself. Like
Oh.
you're like, oh yeah, who's that third person there? Oh, that's me. That's Sam, the best one of the 3.
That's a confidence booster and stuff. No, my Twitter is not working. So it's working for you under your name. Let me check your stuff.
Yeah.
Because
Go
my
ahead,
thing
retweet
says-
the
Yeah. I don't know what's up with this. Where's stream? See, meanwhile I struggle with, how am I gonna make it all cute and stuff?
Oh, how do I make this the best thing ever? And I'm just like, not even proper grammar.
Yeah, you're like, we tweet. You come here.
Like I could add
And get
3
the
more
chopper.
letters to make that proper grammar, but no, I'm fine.
Go to the chopper and go to the stream. Okay, I just made myself up for no reason. Let me try this again because I refuse to tweet your caveman tweet. Oh, now you're gone? Is the whole
I
stream gone?
retweeted it.
Hold on a second.
I'm still here.
Okay, you're just really offended with what I said. Gotcha.
How dare you?
I think the stream's still on.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't know what's going on here with this crapola. Wow, this is sad. Sad times for all. And for all, I mean me. One day I'll get it. One day in like 3 years. 3 years should be enough for me to have enough practice of streaming. Copy. Paste. No. It still says it. What? I swear. So tell me, what did you do today? At all? Anything? I slept for like almost, oh my god, how long did I sleep for? I gotta go get my
20 hours.
20 hours.
hours. What is that about? Hey, it went through. Hey, alright. Twitter worked. How many of those tweets do I have though? Oh, just one. Good. There.
I'm here.
And I'll put
Yeah, I
it in-
haven't done anything at all.
I did some Volume 6 stuff. Hooray. Hooray for me.
Yo. Dollar.
Yeah.
What has chat been doing today? They're the real heroes.
Yes. Indeed. See, this is what I was telling you, Sam. Like, This is the part where I like panic because time is going so fast and oh my god, something needs to happen. But when I like watch the stream again, it's like, oh, I got plenty of time. But
Yeah. I mean, we're just chilling.
we are. It's
Yeah.
literally
Okay.
called a chill stream. So yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but I get it. Like when you're streaming, like you just feel like you always have to be saying something because, like, if not, it's like, oh man, I'm so unentertaining. But that's not true. I don't think that. I know, like the feels.
You think I'm entertaining?
I
that
think
what
you're
you're saying?
always entertaining. Yeah.
No comment.
That was me fishing for a compliment so I can feel better about my life and the streaming ways. But how's the audio, guys? Because I will always and forever ask you about the audio.
Yeah.
Oh, and yes,
I'm like eating, and it's really spicy, so I keep muting because I'm like
yes,
sniffling a
yes,
lot.
please do, because you know how I feel about that.
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
I'm eating right now too.
Well, it's
This
Yes,
is the
I
eating.
this is the
str-
eating
This is the
stream,
eating
guys.
on
I
mute
guess I should
stream,
pick
everybody.
up my cookie. Yeah,
I don't
I could
want
chop a cookie.
people hearing me at all. So
Ah, yeah. So,
on top of that,
ta-cha. And I don't want to see. Why not? Why not? It's us. We're fun. All right, now that I'm going to just relax and see if I have a story or not. The story is
you slept for 20 hours.
I slept
That's
for 20
a fun
hours.
story.
That is ridiculous. Let me look at my. Let me be accurate for a moment. Let me see. I don't know how, but you could imagine what I felt like when I woke up. You could imagine how much I was crying, because I literally was crying. So the thing says 6
Sorry.
a.m. I'll just do the screenshot. Because it's... What was the most you guys ever slept? Because I think this is not my record. I think mine was
I
like
think-
23 hours.
I don't know how long the longest I ever slept was, but there were some times when I was sick where I stayed in bed for like 4 days without moving, except to like crawl to the fucking bathroom to throw up.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
I might have done an 18-hour sleep, potentially.
But not when you're sick or anything. Just any old...
No, that was. I mean, that's probably when I was sick. I think like, I've definitely broken 12 on a not like sick. Like nothing's wrong with me. I just slept for 13 hours today. Like, I've definitely done that.
32 wonton. Sorry, Fatman, but 32 hours wonton? Nah. Nah.
Wow.
Like,
Was there like something wrong, or was that just like
I'm tired.
fucking tired?
Yeah. Wow.
I like pretty sad can honestly say that not sick, I've easily could sleep 16, 18 hours.
Wow.
Yeah. And sleeping 12 to 13 hours is very unheard of for me.
Wait.
Mm-hmm.
So, you do sleep that... Wait, what?
Like, I sleep a lot. Like,
yeah,
I...
but...
Yeah.
Okay. I wish I can sleep and be happy about sleeping. Like, it's just ridiculous. Like how my body needs sleep, but it's a tsundere. Just everything. Fucking...
You guys sleep occasionally.
Leave me blighted.
We just don't sleep when it is normal to sleep.
There's times, a lot of times, actually more than ever lately, that I am scared to sleep. Not only because of like how it's gonna feel like when I wake up, because I don't know, whoever doesn't know this, like I have a lot of body issues, and also like night terrors and stuff. Like, real live.
That's a
fucking
shitty
people
fucking...
standing in the foot of my bed. So.
That's a shitty fucking combination.
And it's like, but I need it though, guys. Leave me alone. Get out of my room so I can sleep. And they're like, no, we're the boogeymen. What was the new word? What word did you teach me? What was the word?
The
boogeyman?
Babadook?
The Babadook. I've never heard of the Babadook. You guys heard of
Really?
the Babadook? Because I've never heard of this.
Really, yeah. Babadook. The
I've heard
Babadook.
of this. It's like there's a movie based on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've heard of Marmaduke.
Different. I want to see Marmaduke with like
In a big ass closet.
long claws and a top hat with the trench coat. That would be
Okay.
somebody draw that.
Okay. Real talk. Like, what is the Babadook? Like, describe the Babadook. Trench coat.
It's like a monster in a trench coat and a top hat. It's
Is it-
got this big old like Cheshire cat smile and like claw fingers. That's usually how it's drawn.
I'm gonna Google this shit. What?
Yeah, Google Babadook.
How do you even B-A?
Babadok.
D-O-O-K. I'm scared.
Spooky
I'm
Duke.
scared. It's a film, a 2014 film.
Yep.
Oh, that's no. Oh, where does it originate from?
I don't know.
That's creepy AF. Oh my god. Guys, no. No. Why do I say no and I still look? I keep looking down. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's. I mean, I think when you're afraid, like, okay, you know, like the saying, like, oh, your imagination is scarier than your mind.
Sure.
So when you see something scary, I usually stare at it too, just because my imagination is like worse. Like something was scary enough to make me like reflexively look away from it, and I'm gonna be seeing that image, so I might as well like look at it so that my mind doesn't make it worse, you know?
Yeah, because fear is what? It's ignorance. It's not knowing,
Yes.
it's not knowing the truth or whatever. If you
90% of this game is half mental.
Let's see. Techno and I are mates, or you're my spirit animal, because I too forget to sleep. I do. It happens. I forget to sleep and I forget to eat, which actually not me reminds me, my stomach reminds me right about 2 seconds ago. I don't know if you heard that, and if you did, I'm sorry, but that's what happens.
No, I don't think we heard it.
And if you're hearing the beeps too, I gotta shut up the beeps somehow.
The beeps, the sweeps, and the creeps.
Yeah, I with the whole sleep thing though, like that's my thing though, is like I can stay awake for long periods of time because I don't want to sleep, or I mean I want to sleep but I can't sleep, and then whenever I finally do, it's just like I pass out, you know?
Yeah, all of a sudden you're just awake out of nowhere.
I'm awake.
Like, for me, it's like I don't pass out, I just wake up like, oh, I must have passed out.
Yeah.
Yeah. I always wonder, like, because, you know, I read a tweet, like a shower thought tweet, that was like, it's weird that in order to go to sleep, you have to get in your bed and pretend to be asleep.
I mean,
yeah.
I never thought about that.
Yeah.
You have to go, shh, don't anyone tell my body I'm sleeping.
Yeah.
And it's like, if you can't sleep, you just lay there, like, eyes closed, no electronics, and it's just like, and then you're like, that conversation that I had with this random stranger in the 3rd grade.
In the 3rd grade, yep.
Yeah, it's always that.
Word. What does that word mean? I still don't know. How do you spell that word? Let me Google that. Oh, electronics.
And then you go, why Google? Why the word Google? Google. Wow, they must have a lot of money. You know what? I'm speaking of money. I need to go shop and do this. It's like a whole like train of like thought.
Or my big thing is, it's like I want to like get my life together, so I'm gonna make a schedule, and then I'm like, let me Google schedules and layouts and like what other people suggest for schedules, and like, okay, I want to be like a morning person, so let me Google ways to become a morning person while it's like 4 a.m. and I'm up Googling this.
Yeah, and then it's like, oh, my pen doesn't work. That's right, I gotta buy a pen. So you go and buy on Amazon, looking for all your favorite pens, and it's like, oh man, what was the name of that pen that I really liked in the second grade? Yeah.
Yeah, and then you're like, oh, I need curtains.
Because it's gonna be bright, and I do need the room darkening curtains and.
Because whenever the sun comes up in the morning, I still want to be asleep because, screw that morning person thing. So,
Yeah, but anyway, what was I thinking about? Oh yeah, shower thoughts.
speaking of showers, I need a new shower head.
Yeah. Head. I need head. That's
And
where
then
my
you end
mind
up
goes.
on a different site
Indeed.
doing naughty things.
So you're looking book. Why are they naughty when they're necessary for human beings?
Well, because that's just,
Why
the
is that
best
just
way to describe it while
It's-
remaining PG.
Well, thank God I'm not monetized.
Yeah.
Bye, Floof.
Not monetized yet. You're only like 400
Yet.
subscribers away.
Yeah, like this past 3 weeks, it was. I got, what was the number? Like 70 something subscribers, which is cool.
Nice.
That's
Aw.
crazy awesome.
It is indeed.
You're so famous.
People stop. People seem to enjoy the content.
It's really good. That shit good.
It's alright. That shit good. What do we have here?
Yeah.
So. Okay, play charge. Just DM me. And like blow up my DMs because I have ADD. Because I did ask him to hop on. Since he's always the champion.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, what should I make my tears? Like, not my crying tears, my Patreon tears.
Oh, I was like, well.
What should I make my
Um.
tears? You should make them seldom but powerful.
Definitely not seldom. Like, I cry every 2 seconds.
And because
true.
I'm lame, I was thinking like, okay, she must be like drawing and coloring a picture, so let's make the tears blue because that's normal.
That's I tear blue.
Like, why did I think of colors like you're coloring a picture?
Well, everybody that thinks of me anyway thinks I have rainbow hair. Like, they just, that's what's up. It's
Yeah.
like, guys,
Well,
I have
you
something
do.
to tell
Well,
you.
because
Do I?
because you do.
Okay. Yes.
You have
Never mind.
you have rainbow dreadlocks.
That's right. That's Shaquille
And rainbow
DeGrasse
pubes.
Tyson. And yeah.
Yes.
And you've seen all of them. Yeah.
Shh, don't tell nobody.
E-girl tears in a jar, $30. With some Latin spice.
You could probably actually sell your like something. People would probably buy it.
My rainbow pube.
If you're like, I'm gonna sell my bathwater, somebody would probably buy it.
Yeah.
gonna
Isn't
lie.
that always the case?
You know, I always hear there's people like that out of nowhere. They'll just like, hey, you're cool in this stream, and you know what? Let me give you some money, and they get money like thousands of dollars, thousands of monies. Okay.
Thousands of money.
You always hear about this, but it never happens. Why? I'm a good person. I don't know what
You
I
don't
would do
show
now.
your tits on
Oh my
stream
God.
though.
I mean, I would. You guys just won't let me.
I will. I'm not gonna stop you. just get like a face cam, but just like have it like focused like
boob.
right on your tits.
Yeah.
And be like, I'll figure out the camera one day, guys.
One day.
One day.
Oh my god.
And every time I laugh, get the jiggle fist. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. And then whenever someone donates $5, you just stuff a $5 bill in your cleavage.
But I wouldn't have the cleavage because I wouldn't be wearing anything. Well, it would be still
Oh.
there, but like not really. It would just fall.
Wait. Wait.
No, we're talking
You
nips
gotta
out.
get sticky fives.
Free the nip. Sticky 5. Yeah, I'll have to just like slap it on there. And leave
Yes.
it. I'll wear them as pasties.
Oh my gosh.
Why does my stream always
No,
do
no,
this?
that would be a great fucking like gimmick where like you have like a bunch of ones and then like lower down like tighter you have like a bunch of fives and then you have like tens and then like on
Okay.
the nipples you have like hundreds
Okay.
and every time somebody donates you take off that amount of money.
Oh, that's smart.
Yeah, I mean,
You should get an OnlyFans.
but isn't that like illegal? Prostitution
Well,
or
not on
something?
OnlyFans. Like,
No, it's not it's not illegal. Like it's against the terms of service of most websites, but there's
Yeah.
nothing illegal about selling nudes.
yeah. Well, like I know, like OnlyFans, like you can like literally people pay to watch you like do anything. Like there's this girl I personally know that like uses like a sex machine live, and people pay like $20 a month just to watch her do
See,
this.
like, I mean, not that I would do that specifically, but I always hear about these people. You always hear about them. You just don't know. I mean, offer me something, bitches. I don't know if I'll do it.
You've heard the term simp, right?
No,
Simp.
I'm a boomer.
Yes. It stands for sucker idolizing mediocre pussy, and that's the guys who donate like those $1,000 a month to e-girls.
My God. Oh,
Yeah.
So
no,
yeah,
no.
get you some simp bucks.
Simp, sure.
Yeah.
That would be dirty spending that money. I feel so weird.
Would it though?
I mean,
You're
like,
right.
I mean, you earned it, you know?
Yeah, I mean,
I
I
earned it
make
by
money
being
for
born.
bitch.
I didn't. I mean, no, I did exercise.
Because you got cool boobs.
I
Like,
do got cool boobs. Yeah. God damn it, guys.
Got cool boobs. Yeah. I mean, I make money bitching about Ruby. That's basically the same thing, right?
Cool boobs.
like, I mean, don't feel dirty because, like, you know,
Yeah.
it works.
Sam,
Like,
2020. You got cool boobs.
I'd show my boobs on stream, but I'd probably just lose all my viewers.
I mean, but, like, you could. There's, like, the difference.
Okay. I'll see if I'll think about looking into it. But that's about it, really. I don't. Because I mean, you know, we have in the Discord we have the Tundra, and no, never mind. We have. Oh my God! Wow, I haven't been in Discord in a while. The South Pole, and that's where, you know, all the lewds and stuff happen. And somebody said once, you know, Dashy probably put her picture in there, and we all don't know it. I still throw my hands up, and I deny. I neither deny or. So, what did you guys do today?
Wait, what?
What? Mm-hmm.
What?
Mm-hmm. Why are we talking about computers? Let's see.
Who's talking about computers in chat?
Yeah. I want a new one. I want a whole new one. I want a $7,000 computer because I Star, you are always so good to me. Thank you. Like, for real. Like, every time there's a comment or there's Star saying these things, it makes me feel really good. Like, it really, sometimes I do feel down. Sometimes it's like, oh, why even, like, do things? And then, boom, a beautiful comment. And it's like, you know what? Yeah, I fucking rock. I'm Dashy fucking late. No, I don't know. I'm just saying things. And I got cool boobs.
Mm-hmm.
Any good or any new Corona stories out there that you've what?
No.
Yeah,
I'll keep hearing.
one of my best friends was exposed, and she's like a corrections officer, and her prison has 22 confirmed cases of inmates, and 22 inmates, and then there were like 5 officers, and so she was directly exposed, and so they've actually like made her not come to work for 14 days, and they're like making her get tested,
What?
or they're recommending that she gets tested. And she was doing that today, but I haven't heard from her, so don't know.
How long does the test take?
I don't know. Like it was like days or hours, and then apparently now it's like instant. So I don't know. But she says she feels fine. She doesn't think she has it, but that's the thing about it is you can have it and not know for like up to like 14 days without symptoms. But she was like taking her temperature like crazy, and she was sending me snaps of her thermometer, and she had 102 fever.
Oh
like
man.
like it was like constant, like 102, 101, like up high, and then one time it said 99.7. She's like, I think that the thermometer's broken. She's like, I don't believe it. And but that's like a big thing is like you have a fever, but she feels fine, so I think it was just the
Hope everything's
thermometer.
okay.
Oh yeah, really.
Yeah. Yeah, me too. Because she like lives with her parents, and
To bring that
you know,
home, yeah.
yeah. And her grandma lives next door, so it's like you don't know if I don't know if she's been around her grandma, and her grandma's like pretty old.
Do
So
we do we know yet any updates? I don't watch news. I get my news from you guys.
so the oh, sorry. I don't know if y'all heard that in the other
Yeah.
room. Sorry. Anyway, the apparently the amount of new
See, you do
cases
hear
in
the Badoop.
hospitals
Sorry.
is like lowering, is slowing down, but the amount of deaths hasn't slowed down.
Yeah.
So like as far as like flattening of the curve, like it's flattening as far as new cases and the severity of new cases, but it's not with the deaths yet. So but they're saying it should peak on the 15th, which is Wednesday. And I don't know. A lot of places are like closed until the end of April. Like schools and stuff have
I know.
decided.
The schools here are going to be closed for the rest of the year.
Yeah. I know like
Okay, Blake
through
George, 1
April
second.
here, my aunt's kids were like saying that they were supposed to go back in May. Like they are supposed to finish out May as of now.
That's crazy. Don't some of them finish in May? But anyway,
What?
that's crazy because don't some schools finish in May? So why go back for that short amount of time? Might as well
I don't
just
know. A
finish
lot
the
of
rest of
schools
the year.
here finish in June.
Here they finish in May. But 1 second, I got blade charge that's ready to go. Let me pull them in here. Let me suck them right up somehow. I'm trying to do the badoops off. Badoops. Oh, they're
We
just,
may need to start a new group, right?
no. I think it's just pulling my. Are we? But anyway, oh, and Fatman, can you send me that link again? I think, yeah, Fatman sent me something about a game that I should get. What is it?
Oh yeah.
What's the game?
Dragon Ball Fighters, Fighter Z, whatever you want to call it. It's on sale right now, and a lot of people have recommended that we play it. So I'm like, hey, what a you know good idea.
And it's on sale. How much is it normally?
It's like still full price normally. Like, I mean, it's like 13 something bucks now,
How do I shut off the
or
badoops?
maybe a little more. But it's like usually like full on 60 bucks or more depending on which version you get.
How do I stop the beeps? Ah,
What beeps?
that beep.
What? I didn't hear it.
Hold on.
Put your mic right up to the
Yeah,
speakers.
no. I think I hopefully I did. People don't DM me. Okay. All right. Friend request is accepted. Okay, good. So I should be able to pull you in right about now. Whoa, bam. I think. Did I do it?
Hey, looks like it. Welcome.
We've got the famous Lady de Chatsuru. This is my Asukar Papi that I always say. He's always supporting and loving. I know you love me. You love me. So yeah, he's loving me and why not come hang out in here? And he's muted. How dare you? How dare you be that shy?
Hi.
Bredu, come on out. I won't bite. Hard.
Oh. Okay.
Okay, unless you want me. I mean, I don't know. We can talk. If
La 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 la.
welcome.
Welcome to the show.
Okay, there's something that I wanted to ask you. Like, where are you from? Like, not obviously don't tell me your address and zip code, but like
United States.
United States. Cool.
Yeah.
That's
Nice.
That's cool.
Awesome.
I should have been more specific, but not really. How about time zone?
Eastern Standard Time.
Oh, so we're the same time. Psh.
Oh,
Nice.
nice.
But you're always up, like in the middle of the night, like me, weirdo.
Sometimes, not all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And here I am over here in the past. Sitting over here at 4:30 and everybody else is like 6 and 7. It's like, oh, come on.
It's 7:31 over here.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's 6:31 where I am.
I always forget with Fatman. Like I always forget how early it is for him, and then he starts complaining about it. I'm like, look, wrong person to talk to about how late it is. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, it's usually like the other way around. Like you'll say it's Monday, and I'll be like, no, it can't be Monday, and I realize that I'm 3 hours behind, so it's like 10 o'clock on Sunday. Like, yeah, okay, so it's like 1 a.m. on Monday. I get it. I understand.
The other day, I was like, oh, it's Saturday. You're like, it's not Thursday. You're so upset about it not being Thursday.
That was probably the worst one ever because like I don't usually like leave my house, but I like this fucking quarantine. Yeah. It's even messing with like my internal clock, which hasn't even changed. So yeah.
I know. Like for real, like nothing changed for me. Like absolutely nothing, but it still screwed me up somehow.
Yeah.
Because it's like I can't even like go to the Walmart. I can't even go to the Walmart.
Mm-hmm. I work in a necessary store, so nothing really changed for me. I just got a whole bunch of customers not obeying the social distancing rule and such.
Oh yeah.
All the time. It's fun.
What do you do about that? Like, do you go, bitch? What I say?
No, I don't go
roll
bitch.
up your
If
newspaper.
I say that, I'll probably get fired.
Well, it's necessary.
You're fired. No.
And do you guys wear masks?
Yes, I do. I have a work glove and I wear masks. I try not to get too close to customers, but sometimes I can't help it. And even though the customers there buying necessary things, there are a lot of other people who just lollygagging around buying unessential things.
I haven't had anything exciting happen at all. Besides the whole toilet paper deal. But that's it.
I know. We don't have toilet paper for like weeks now.
Wow.
Because of it.
Wow.
I'll never understand that. There's other ways.
My dad.
Yeah.
Yes, Media, it's me. You get to hear my Italian voice.
Italian? Oh.
Yes, I am Italian.
Oh, what?
Nice.
I do not hide this information.
Oh, I mean, okay.
Nice.
But you wouldn't tell me what state, or we're not even. Yeah. Well,
Pennsylvania.
You're okay. Well, you probably live down the street from me. That's so funny.
I'll be like, oh, hey, Dash. She'd be like,
oh. Like you'll hear my voice and you'll be like, you sound familiar. I'm like, no, I don't, and I'll run.
Just shout, and then you'll hear each other's echoes in your mics.
and then anime music plays, be like, oh hell. Who's the villain this time?
Who's the villain? I'm. What's that in the middle? What's the chaos? The chaotic.
Chaotic neutral.
Chaotic neutral.
Yeah, chaotic neutral.
Yeah.
Anti-villain
Yes.
Why don't I know terms? But have I,
Okay.
Fatman, I told you about the story at Best Buy when I went to look for like a new keyboard, a new type, and a new mouse a while ago, right? Like
Sure. Yeah.
I was explaining to the guy about like what I wanted and what I had and what I do, and they're like, oh, okay, so would you do this for? I'm like, oh, probably playing some games and stuff online, and he was like, oh, okay, for like, well, do you by any chance do like reaction videos? I'm like, no. Like, wait, are you? No. All right, thank you. And I left. I fucking booked. And I still don't
Oh,
know.
did
I
they?
don't
Oh,
know.
did they like name drop you or
No,
something?
they
Or you're
didn't name
like,
drop
wait a
me, but
second,
I
are
was
you?
saying some things, and they were like, "So do you do this? Did you do this?" And then they were like, "Are you?" And then I was like, "I got it. Hey, my mom's calling. I gotta go. Bye. See ya."
My laundry's calling. I
Ya
left my
voy,
mom in
mamá.
the oven.
Ya voy. Un momento. Un momento.
I must go. My laundry needs me.
Uh,
Exactly.
that's
It
crazy.
was like for a minute. It
Yeah.
was a little panicked for a minute.
Yeah. One time I got recognized. Somebody's like, I recognize you, and I was like, oh, like I was about to say from YouTube, and they're like,
From
I think we went to grade school
Yeah.
together, and I was like, oh, right.
You're probably like, I don't remember that at all.
No, I actually did totally like remember the guy. He looked like completely different because it was fucking
His
grade
beard
school.
and everything.
But like I did remember the guy, and it was the same. It was like the same guy. It's like, oh yeah, we like totally used to like not exactly be friends, but like the people who were like usually in the same class and
I borrowed your
knew that each
pencil
other
once,
existed.
and now it's famous because I hold a pencil all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah. I one time went to class and this one guy knew. Like he watched our channel.
Yeah.
It was really awkward. And then like he was like staring a lot and we were like, okay. And then that night he commented on one of our videos and he was
man.
like, oh
Yeah.
my god, I knew this was y'all. I saw you in class and I've been watching your channel. I'm like, okay, I'm never going to that class again. No. Okay.
You're like, hello, teacher. I'd like to drop out of class.
It's like I can't be here anymore. My YouTube life is bleeding over into my real life.
Yeah.
Order between real life and fantasy is breaking apart, shattering to a million pieces as my soul yearns for more of that real life distancing. I messed up where I was going with this.
No, but I was gonna say, like, I don't know what I would do if somebody like recognizes my voice completely and says everything that I've ever been on and like follows me and like all of a sudden was my patron and I never even knew it. I'd be like, how much do you want? How much do you want? How much do you want? Baba Duke, my ass.
That's the clicky noises intensifies.
Yeah, he's always clicking out there.
Oh yeah, my keyboard. My keyboard is super fucking loud.
Oh yeah, so I'm supposed to order this thing, right?
Click the like the top link, and it should give you like a discount code. Yeah, brings it down to like 80% off, which is like always a fun sale price.
I do not know who this Huggins name is, to be honest, Shiku. So I do not know this person. I'm sorry.
They're reaction videos and stuff. And Sam is with us right now. She's actually super famous, and I'm not even fucking kidding you. She is.
Oh.
Yeah, her channel is bigger than like all of ours
like,
put together.
I heard my name.
Yeah. It is.
Yeah.
Okay, I forgot my Humble Bundle thingy.
Oh, your login.
I suck.
Oh God, I mean, I don't know. Like you could like quiz me, and I'd be like, I don't know what my password is. I just like have it like all the
I used to have my passwords, then it mysteriously disappeared, and I have to redo them all. And I'm only gonna do it if I need to. No.
I love when I make a new account and I'm like, I'll remember this password. You'll see. No. A day later. No.
You got password blocked. Nah,
Mhm.
denied. Oh, you want to see a bank account? Denied.
uh, that's what I like, because you know, like my parents, they have like they have like, you know, like passwords for their phones, you know, like for like the voicemails and stuff, and they
Yeah, I
never
do too.
remember it. And so like every time they need to check their voicemails, they gotta like take their phone into like the Verizon store and be like, "Can you reset my password on this? I swear I'll remember it this time."
Mhm.
It's happened like twice. It's
Did
like,
they write
no,
it down?
they should, honestly.
Has anyone here ever used the password or password one? Be honest.
No, but I told Josh the other day. I was like, well, he's like, what password should we use? I was like, password. He's like, that's dumb.
I haven't used password, but I've used 1 2 3 4 5 6.
Oh.
It's like it was a password for like you know like the Vimeo like for our Patreon.
Mhm.
Like we have like password locked videos, and we put like the password in for our patrons. And I was like, using password as the password isn't like bad if it's for that kind of access, in my opinion. But
Yeah, I guess.
Mm.
depends on
Yeah,
like what
yeah.
kind of
If it's
security you want.
yeah, if it's just like a click or like a check to make sure that somebody like has an account.
I only use like password if I'm like hosting a lobby for like a game, and I just use like password for that. Be like, yeah, blah. I
Yeah,
guess like I guess like that's the only time I actually ever did it.
just
I don't
something
use
to
it.
deter the randos from joining your lobby.
Yeah,
Randos are the best people sometimes.
Sometimes, sometimes.
You know how to handle them.
Yes. Hey, Raymond,
Yeah, I'm trying to get them in there.
we still got like in 20 minutes. We'll call. We'll start a call.
Yeah, this is gonna be a
So
short stream.
there's a there's your like warning. I'm on borrowed time
Oh,
here.
warning, warning, self-destruct imminent. Warning.
I, can you
Yes.
pull him in? Because I cannot
Seconds.
ever fucking find him. I'm looking right now.
You have
Blah
10
blah blah.
seconds.
Blah blah blah.
Detonation activated. Have a nice day.
The
Beep.
the Celtic. The
Yes. It's the.
the.
I don't think I can add people to this call.
Yeah, you can. Why not?
Did you host it?
Hmm.
There he is.
Oh.
If he wants to join.
Ah!
Ah, there we go. Hello.
There you are. Welcome to the
Hello.
call.
I get in here and the first thing I see is the fucking Babadook. What the fuck?
Okay. I've never heard of it. I've never heard of it in my life ever.
Oh, is that
It's,
what that is?
So
Yeah, that's the Babadook.
It's a fun family movie that
yeah, okay,
you should totally watch with all the lights off and at full volume.
sure.
Oh,
I
is
would not
is
take
Babadook really
one
like a
that.
jump scare movie?
No, it's not a jump scare movie, but
Yeah, okay.
it is scary as I
Yeah.
understand it. I've only seen clips from it.
Yeah, I haven't seen it, but like I mostly know of the Babadook lore through endless Jess.
Alright. So you didn't grow up with that shit. Okay.
But the
No, I
I was gonna say you're talking about a countdown, self-destruct activated.
Yeah.
Just reminded me. Oh yeah, Resident Evil 3 remake didn't end with a self-destruct sequence.
Uh,
Resident Evil 3, the remake, it's good. It's not $60 good. It's not like Resident Evil 2 remake.
oh,
Let's-
then I wait.
That's what I've heard.
I wait to buy it then.
Yeah, wait to buy it because like it's one of those games where it really streamlined a lot, and I don't know how to feel about it because there's some really cool shit in there. Nemesis is like aesthetically one of my favorite monsters of all time now. I thought he always looked super fucking stupid in the original, but now, holy shit, he is horrifying, and they knew how to make him scary. Downside, he is mechanically he is nowhere near as intimidating as Mr. X from Resident Evil 2. Like,
Hmm.
the thing is, he's more scripted set pieces than anything else.
Oh.
There's only
Oh,
like
he's not
two or
random.
there's only two sections where he's legitimately an element in the environment on his own,
Yeah.
which is really disappointing. And even then, like if you're really smart, because like I got the infinite machine gun because like the way they do bonuses is different than in Resident Evil 2. In Resident Evil 2, it was linked to what level of the game you beat and how fast you beat it. In this, you just get kind of a flat like money amount you can spend on bonuses. So
Huh.
I got the infinite machine gun and I got all the extra fanny packs, so I got maximum inventory space, and then I got these 2 coins you can put in your inventory that up your damage significantly. So basically, I never had to pick up a single weapon, a single piece of ammunition. I just basically breezed through the game. I got access to early items to open all the different ways, and I beat the entire game in a single playthrough in under an hour and 15 minutes.
Wow.
Wow.
Resident Evil 2
Talk about
remake,
speedrunning.
it takes about a solid, I want to say, 2 hours to beat if you're really pushing it, and even then, you can't get the unlimited machine gun unless you beat the game on hard mode without infinite ammo weapons at like in under like 3 hours. So it's like Resident Evil 2, and not to mention Resident Evil 2 remake came with like multiple different paths to go down when you could choose between Claire and Leon A and B scenarios for each of them. This one, just a single scenario all the way through, no variation.
Eh.
Yeah. I mean, it's still good. I like the story better than the original Resident Evil 3, which I thought was already bare bones as hell. But like,
You can say fuck.
God. Look,
We're not
trying to-
monetized over here.
I'm trying to make myself better. All right, I'm trying to
Yeah,
be better.
okay. Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
I know how that is.
You're hanging out with
'cause,
the right
like,
people then. Yeah.
So if I want to fucking stop swearing, I can do it.
Fuck you, I'll stop fucking swearing.
Your
Fuck, fuck,
motherfucking
fuck, fuck.
language. Yeah, that's kind of like where I'm at because I'm trying to like write videos without swearing in them, and I'm like, I am not funny. like
There you
all
are.
of my jokes revolve around swearing, and I have to figure that out.
Well, I mean, like no, Fat Man, it's better. Your jokes revolve around editing because like
True.
that is when I watch your videos, it's like
I turned the volume all the way down.
no, because I just watched your fixing volume, your fixing your
Yeah, the
breakdown
volume
of
4.
volume 4
Yeah.
because I needed to refresh myself on a lot of the big negatives to avoid. And oh my God, am I going to? We're going to talk about it, but like in our private conversation. But there's so much that I need to account for in volume 4.
Yeah,
That's just a
especially with
headache.
all the like different things that you've been like leading into since like the beginning of fixing it.
People are. I mentioned on Twitter that there are 7 different stories. People are like, wait, there's Weiss, there's Ruby, there's Yang, Blake, and Oscar. Where's 7 coming from? I'm just sitting
I
here
do
and I'm like,
wonder.
you poor children have no idea what's coming.
Yes.
I got an idea. I got an idea. That's all I'm gonna say. I got an idea.
Probably
I
not.
don't want to stretch too
No,
far.
no, you don't. No, you don't.
I mean, hey, having ideas is all fine and good.
Yeah,
But
Someone
you-
post an
it's
eye out.
use them is important. I mean, just look at Ruby. They have a lot of ideas in Ruby. They just, don't use them.
God.
That's how that works.
I know, be like, oh, hey, we got this great idea to make a show good. Nah, that's actually trash. Let's get rid of it. Okay, anyway. Boop.
Look, it's not that bad, guys. All right, as everybody pummels me, okay?
I mean, especially not Volume 4.
All right, Dashi, we're pummeling you, but not in the way that you're describing right now.
We're all fighting in Jello, okay? How about that?
I mean,
We're wrestling.
well, if whatever kink gets you off, okay.
Grab
I
whatever you
never
can,
heard
and yes,
Jello,
that's my
though.
left boob.
That's a new one. Will that cause a yeast infection? Or is that safe?
Why you think about what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, just think about boobs. Don't think about yeast. Oh my god! All right,
You said okay. Look,
I didn't
was
say yeast infection, my
implying-
friend. I did not say yeast.
I was implying that we were pummeling you
What the heck?
sexually.
How do you?
And-
How does one pummel
And
the
then you're
other
like,
sexually?
we're fighting in Jello. We're pummeling in Jello.
No, explain.
So I took that sexually.
Explain
And I
sexual
was like,
pummeling. Please explain sexual pummeling.
Haven't you ever had an uppercut in
This
the
stream
vag?
is not rated R. Rated R stream.
Stream
Punch
rated
you
R.
right in the pussy.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, this isn't even a fraction of how bad we get.
Excuse me.
I
No,
know.
this isn't
Yes. This is us being safe for work.
Yeah.
Although if you're watching us at work, thanks.
Make sure you have headphones on.
I mean, to be fair, most of you are working from homes because of the Reckoning,
Yeah.
Right.
Yes.
which, you know, that is the official name for it now. It is the Reckoning, as dubbed by Papa John's.
Okay.
Oh yeah, he's one that said.
Have I brought that up with you guys?
Poor
Yeah,
pizza
you
daddy.
showed me. You showed me and Batman, but I don't think you have to just.
Yeah,
throw it up
I
in the
don't know if
chat.
you said that on like a stream or anything.
I said it when I was talking with Rudolph. It was in his stream that we decided to name it that for the safety of copyright, because oh my god, copyright gets.
Flight
let me
it,
see
like
this.
really? You care about
I
the
mean,
Jello?
copyright's one of YouTube's favorite things. Like,
There's
ooh,
there's other
yeah,
things
Copyright,
jiggling.
yeah,
Like, okay, I know they're
censorship.
talking, but I'm talking to you, and you know it.
That is just like one of my favorite
Yeah.
memes that come out of this.
Throw it up in the thing.
Even though it was not really a day of reckoning, it lasted way more than a day.
Well, the Day of Reckoning happened, and then it just is the fallout of the Day of Reckoning.
And then they've been sorting it for like weeks now.
I mean, you have to carefully organize your reckoning.
Yes.
I mean, you don't want to wreck the wrong thing, because if you do that, you can end up with HIVs and such.
Or a yeast infection. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you just gotta stop doing them sex fights and
Stop
Jello.
wrecking
That's-
that shit. And I'm gonna have to decline.
Who even does that anymore?
Oh,
No
I wreck
sex
shit
fights.
up. Oh, what? Oh, we talking about the same thing? What are we talking? Never mind.
Yeah, I have no
Recall.
idea.
I've lost track.
So Final Fantasy VII remake. Anyone interested in that at all?
You're coming into my
I-
home talking about
I-
video games, Raymond. Like, my home. Actually, I'm glad I have to go to the bathroom anyway. BRB. Go crazy.
Yeah.
I was gonna
got
say
the
like
thing.
I was gonna turn a dash, and
I
I'm
got-
like, there's a crossover here because there is so much porn of Final Fantasy VII. Like
Yes,
she,
there
just
is.
by virtue of
God
osmosis,
damn it,
she
I
would
had
have
to come
pick
back.
up
What?
on it.
Porn? No, for real. I'll be right back.
Yes. Now that the rest of the stream is just going to turn into a review of all the Tifa hentai.
Yes.
Yes. Especially that one
Before you
little.
ask, no, we will not be reviewing any of the Yuffie hentai because I'm pretty sure that will get us all arrested.
Yes, I do not feel like getting.
I mean, it's a Final Fantasy game. None of them are fucking adults.
No, I'm pretty sure Tifa and Cloud are adults.
Yes, they're adults.
Yeah, they're like Tifa. I want to say Tifa, Cloud, and Aerith are all like in their 20s.
Bear's an adult.
That's what you would. Barrett is 35. Wow, I didn't.
Told you.
Oh, so the characters in Final Fantasy VII are actually adults. Holy
Yeah.
shit. Yeah. I guess I was used to all the other Final Fantasy where it's just like, I'm 9. I'm gonna kill God. Yay!
So Tifa's 20, Aerith is 22, and Cloud is 24.
Yes.
But Yuffie, age.
I think she's like 13.
Yuffie's 16. So she's technically legal where
Oh.
I live, but I'm not gonna let me stop that on principle.
Everybody's
I'm
like,
going
"Ooh,
to
what's
say,
the way?"
wait, I'm going to phrase that word. I'm going to let that stop. I know what I'm saying. We're not talking about Yuffie. That's what I'm trying to say.
You sure about that?
Big oops. Thank you for the donation. I just noticed it.
So since Fatman's here, we'll just talk about the Red 13 hentai. How's that sound?
Sure, awesome.
How old is Red 13?
Good
and,
idea.
Shit,
Red 13 is 48 years old.
Okay, does whatever animal he is live that long?
I mean, he's a mutation. He's an experiment.
Oh,
wait, here we go.
Well, good for.
He also points out that even though Red 13 is 48 years in age, is equivalent to only 16 or 17 years. Okay, fantasy races and ages. I hate this when there's like elves. Oh, elves are only really turned 20 when they're like 50, and I'm like, that doesn't make sense. That's not how that works.
Yeah, yeah. You've never played
50 years of experience.
You've never played Agrest, have you?
No, I haven't.
Oh.
Yeah. So best girl in Agrest is an elf, named Furia, and she's like gets kind of indignant at like the younger elf who's or like the light elf versus the dark elf.
Oh.
And she's like, oh, she's just a little kid, and you're like, just deferring to her judgment all the time. And then as you continue to talk, she reveals that her age is like 86, but like out of a 1,200-year lifespan. And the main guy is like, wait a second, that means proportionally you're younger than her. So like, good on you for keeping up with us.
Oh my god. Vincent Valentine is 57 years old.
That's
He's a vampire, so I'm not really sure how that works.
yeah. Do vampire stop aging when they get turned?
Because he was also like frozen in carbonite or something like that for years.
He was a vampire and he was a Han Solo.
I'm interrupting for important reasons. Blake Sparks, thank you so very much. Apparently, I don't know what's going on with Streamlabs, but yeah, you need to talk, man. I've seen your name all the time. You're cool. Dan says hi. All that stuff.
Yeah, and
No, say yes, say yes, say thank you, Blake. God damn it, be nice.
Thank you.
Me?
No,
The,
everybody say thank you.
Thank you.
This is the only time I'll be
There you go,
thanking a Blake.
Yeah.
Quoth Beetle from Zelda Wind Waker. Thank you.
Yes. Thank you.
Exactly.
Blake
The,
is like actually like one of my favorites.
Yes.
Don't at me.
Is it because she's sexy cat girl? Is that it?
Yeah.
I love the
That's
way
fair.
she looks.
That's fair. As long as you
I like
know
her
what you are.
aesthetically. I like the way she looks and the purple with the black and white and all that, but as far as like her actual character, you know.
Gotcha.
I was gonna say, Dashi, the reason why bringing up Final Fantasy would be related to you is that Final Fantasy VII has one of the most prolific porn fandoms in the history of video gaming. So it's almost inevitable that there is some crossover with your point of interests.
Nice. Well, I must have already seen the lewds then. I mean,
I don't know, have you?
I'm probably Tifa, right?
Tifa.
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
Tifa.
everyone loves Tifa.
Enough said.
Yeah.
And
But I was gonna say-
donation, guys, and this time on Patreon. Wonton, you silly fuck. I fucking love you. Thank you so much. And yeah, he just signed up, and it's amazing. Thank you. You guys.
I was gonna say though, we were just in the middle of a conversation about fantasy ages, and how bullshit they get because of like, I mean, you obviously wind up with the common anime trope of, guys, she might look 12, but she's a 100-year-old demon vampiress. It's totally okay.
Hear me out. Hear me out.
Are you gonna
Vampires.
suggest Rin?
Who?
Rin. That. Remember way back when we used to do like we challenged each other to watch a show and then we did our old podcast to it.
Oh yeah.
You the last one you suggested to me, we never got around to actually watching at all. What was that? Rin something?
Yeah, that was Rin, Daughters of Menzenend.
I think it had a better English name. I can't remember.
Hims and
But didn't
hims
that
and
have
hims.
like an ageless lowly that got torn to
Yep.
shreds like every
That was an ageless lowly that got torn to shreds. Best character ever.
Is she?
Oh god.
Yeah, I love her. But yeah, that was we never got around to that. And it was Hibiki Euphonium, which I also never got around to watching.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah.
There's too much to watch. I've not watched yet The Mandalorian. I've not watched yet The Witcher. I've not watched Daredevil season 3.
You can skip The Witcher. Like, just check that one off. It's not worth it.
Oh, really?
I am with you, except on the Mandalorian one. I watched that one.
Oh, yeah,
I
I
hear
want
The
to see
Mandalorian is not very good. I actually, well, I hear people say, oh, it's really good. It's like the best bit of Star Wars content we've gotten in years. And I'm sitting here, I'm like, that does not account for much. The last 3 movies have all been trash.
The last 6 movies? The last 8 movies?
All right. Frankly, I can get a lot of enjoyment out of the prequel trilogy. I can enjoy The Force Awakens to some degree. I genuinely like Rogue One, but I can understand people's bigger complaints with it.
Honestly, that's the hottest take you've dropped on Star Wars.
But like the rest, I'm just even the most innocuous one is Solo, which is surprising considering that one has like the potential to fuck up so much more. But like it's one that it's so innocuous I don't care.
Yeah.
It's like I like Rise of Skywalker and The Last Jedi better by virtue of them being more controversial. They're more interesting to talk about.
Yeah. Yeah. Solo is just the nothingest of all the Star Wars movies. Yeah. But yeah, no. I've heard that Mandalorian is arguably the best thing to happen to Star Wars.
Yes. Besides the new season of Clone Wars so far.
I have not seen Clone Wars, and neither has the person who told me about. So that might very well be the case that Clone Wars is the best. But either way, the series is yes. The movies, like there were like 2.5 good ones, and
It does surprise me that this rate that Star Wars is still a hot property in any. Well, obviously now it's damaged goods by like the farthest measure you can get, but
Yeah.
like
yeah, everyone had hope, you know. It's like, oh yeah, oh hey, the prequels. It's like, oh, but then they're like, oh
millions
well,
of
that was
built
all
on it.
George Lucas, and then it's like, oh Disney, and it's just like, oh Disney.
Well, it's just because like no one understands what made the first trilogy so great. It's literally
Donating while
you have
streaming
one guy that's
Charge.
the
Thank you. Just
Hey.
got scared again. I don't know if you heard me. Play Charge, you're in here. Why would you donate? you
I
fucking
wanted to.
love
That's
you.
why I
Thank
wanted
you.
to. You cannot stop me.
he just wanted to see
Crazy
the
fuck.
she with boob money coming out.
Yeah.
I just peeled off a 5 off my chest. How about that?
The But no, I was gonna say that, like they don't understand what made it good. It's just you
I
have
love
one
how I'm
guy
talking
that has
about boobs
creative
and you don't give
control.
a fuck. you don't give a fuck. Raymond, who are you? Who are you right now?
Oh, what?
Nothing. Keep
who
talking
am
about
I?
your Star
I'm-
Wars, you nerd. Go ahead. Go ahead. I love you.
Yeah.
Go.
It's just like you have one creative guy in charge of like keeping track of the lore and everything in a through line of the story, and then you have 3 different directors to kind of vary up this. They almost had that, and then Kathleen Kennedy was just like, "Hey, yo, Ryan Johnson, yeah, just go ahead and throw away, JJ's script. It wasn't important or anything." And Colin Trevorrow was like, "Fuck that noise. If he's gonna throw away that script, my point, I can't do anything."
He's
It's
a
like-
coward.
Star Wars.
Fucking. Oh yeah, we talked about that in the She-Ra video. Patreon.com/Fatman Falling if you want to watch the She-Ra video. But Colin Trevorrow is the guy who did the Jurassic World movies.
Yeah, and not the greatest director ever.
Yeah, but like still, you know,
Jurassic World was passable. The first
I don't
one.
know. Yeah, I mean, I didn't.
It was
I didn't
kind of
watch
like
it. but I
it,
didn't give a
the
shit.
more you think back on it, the
Yeah,
more
I
kind
agree
of
with you.
nothing it is.
Yeah, all of these fucking franchises. did anybody see my tweet? I made this stupid tweet a while ago where I'm like, I'm beginning to think that long form storytelling is worse than short form storytelling, and then I said like I'll only defend this opinion if this gets 1,000 retweets, and I got like no retweets on it. I got one retweet on it, and I'm like, okay, I guess nobody cares or everyone agrees with me, so I win.
That's good.
Yeah.
But wait, your challenge. I mean, it's just like you're challenging people to retweet a negative opinion that they don't like. So it's like it's not an affirmation of winning. You have reverse psychology yourself into winning the argument. That's
That's
not
how
fair.
you're supposed to do it.
No, you're supposed to win through facts and logic. Have you
That's
ever seen
impossible.
Ben Shapiro?
Is that the meme review guy? Is that the Imagine guy?
I don't know.
uh,
I just know Ben Shapiro as the guy who destroys college students in debates and whatnot.
Yeah,
And I
no,
see
but
his
I was making the facts and logic meme. So yes, so before I came in here and completely derailed everything, what was the topic of conversation?
That
we
Raymond
were-
was coming in here.
it was something about Tits, I
Jello.
remember.
Jello and
I-
tits.
And
Yeah,
money.
It was Final Fantasy boobies.
it was. It's always about
Cool
boobs.
boobs and
Cool
how we have $100 on our nipples.
Yeah. It was about e-girls and Dashi's secret
God.
desire to
Oh,
get
and
those
how
sim
Dash is
books.
gonna sell them in water.
Hashtag
Oh
not
god,
a-
I mean, you're just. Yeah, no, I'm trying to think.
You sure you want to stay?
Also,
No,
yeah,
it's like me
answer
and
your
Fatman
question,
have to actually
Raymond,
go
and
off
then
and
your
talk about
friend.
things, like
Yeah.
soon, but like we can chill here for a little while more.
Mhm.
I'm just trying to like there's a thing I want to talk about, but I don't know if I want to talk about it on stream,
Hmm.
and it's like someone might see it, but again, she's not really into watching my content, so it's like
Hmm.
I can
As long as you're
there's
nice,
this
it's
girl
go
that
for it.
I'm trying to
Yes, yes. Okay, go ahead.
to
Ooh, I want to hear this.
woo to some degree, and it's been
Okay.
an interesting time because I have had several uphill hurdles, and I'm not like the most invested in this, but at the same time, the fact that I'm failing makes me more invested.
Oh,
So
God.
I'm getting more invested in something that I don't really think I want a long-term investment in. Uh, but like for example, uh, she is one of those pure as uh, pure as the pure as snow, as untread snow when it comes to like sexual things. When it comes to, she's very sheltered girl.
Okay.
Uh, she's um in a medical type field, and very she knows about things, but she's not very experienced in them. She's never, she's never gone all the way with anyone. She's never really had a date.
Mm.
Um, and she was trying to woo one of my best friends. And the reason I started trying to work my charms on
Cuck
her
him, sure.
was to help out that best friend because I knew that he didn't feel the same way for her. And I was trying to kind of like give her sort of a backup option,
Interception.
a cushion, and to kind of distract attention away from my friends to get her off his back. And so like I had like all these different plans in full.
Oh god.
And of course during this time I discovered that she rocks a dress. Like
Hmm.
I just like look at it, I'm like, oh my god, hot damn.
Mhm.
Can she work a dress? So it's like I have all that running through my head. But then I learned she's like I can't tell if she's attracted to me or not, and like I can flirt with her. And then like we got into this really good flirting dynamic
Yeah.
briefly for
Yeah.
like one night. And then apparently it went too far because by her words it just sounded like it sounded like you just wanted to fuck me, and I'm like, I mean, that's kind of what flirting is.
Hmm.
And so I'm like, how? What am I supposed to? I don't know how to interact with her. I'm like in a spot where I'm like, all right, if I try to flirt with her, it kind of like, it's almost like she's too afraid to engage in flirting, so she kind of like shuts down at that. Um, and so like
I've
the
always
one
told
thing
you.
is like I told her like, because I told her that I was taking better care of myself in some way regard, because of her profession, and she talks about it a lot. And so I was, doing some things that I'm not normally used to. And she's like, "Oh yeah, a guy who's super hygienic, that's a real turn on." And I'm like, "All right, we're making progress." I'm like, "What else do you like?" And she's like, "Well, I don't know." And I'm like, "How do you not know what's a turn on for you?" It is. I am so frustrated.
Well,
Ooh, a woman who doesn't know what she likes. That's a real turn on.
I'm just like,
Sometimes though people don't know until like they like experience it, and then they're
True.
like, okay, yeah, that turned me on. I just learned something about myself.
Yeah, especially if she's not. Yeah, if she's been sheltered. So there you go.
Right.
You got to show her the ways, Raymond. And also, what I always tell you, treat them like they're your friends, and that's it. Don't follow. Don't
I
follow.
do.
Then keep doing that and only that, and don't show that you want to fuck her. Yeah, you want to fuck her, but don't show it.
There's,
That's
like,
what
a
makes
lot
it
of
the
sexiness
that's what makes it
in like
makes her want.
mystery. Like mysterious boys are like, ooh,
Yeah, like
you know?
not
The ladies
reject
have
fully, but
spoken.
just don't make it important. That's all.
ladies have spoken.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, all right. I'm not disagreeing with that. It's just my big
It
thing
works
is like
for
also
me a lot.
I like having like unless I put it on the table, I don't
Oh,
know.
on
if
the
I'm ever
table
being
too, on the
shut
floor, on the
Yeah,
bed,
on-
whatever.
On the,
Oh,
on,
what are you
on
talking
the,
about?
on the table, face up, face down against the wall.
It's just like I put my
Now
cards down. I'm just
everybody clap your hands.
look, I have an attraction to you. Is there something here? And she's just sort of like, maybe. And I'm like, that tells me nothing.
How
Or it
does
tells
that
me
not tell
everything.
you nothing? Exactly. Yes.
It's like 50-50, I think.
She's dying for you to do something about it. She doesn't know how. You're right, and she just is not sure. But as long as you just keep the friend thing and let her know, look, yeah, of course I'm gonna like not turn it down if that's available. But I want to be your friend, man. I wanna hang out. You're awesome. Start with that shit. You're done. You're good.
Yep. I mean, we're already at that point. Well, the problem is, this all started right as the reckoning hit. So it's like,
Oh.
it's like we got one date. We went to the Sonic movie together, and it was actually really a lot of fun. Which part of that wasn't like it wasn't necessarily a date in her mind.
Okay. What makes you say
was
that?
it was a friendly outing. We discussed it at the end because I actually asked her point blank, was it a date? And she was mixed on it because she was still trying to woo my friend, which thankfully she finally got up the nerve to ask him out, and he turned her down. So that's now an obstacle off the table, so to speak. But it's like, I don't know if
At the time you asked her, is this a date or whatever, and she was still trying to. Who told you that? Did she say that she was still trying to, or is this just your?
you know, we actually discussed it at length because I was giving her pointers and talking about.
So there's a lot of
being
talking
like,
and communication. So there's interest. Interest is important, and she still has that for you. So don't fuck that up. Like interest is awesome.
But fucking is exactly what I want to do.
Well, then you're not gonna fucking get it.
Yeah.
All right. It's just gonna.
I know.
So-
It's a paradox, you know. It's like a Chinese finger trap. You know, you gotta put your fingers together to get them apart.
What?
That analogy fell apart almost immediately, but you know what I'm talking about.
No, no, I
Almost.
don't. I'm not going to pretend I do. As long as you guys are talking still, just be friends and let her feel comfortable enough to make a move. Like lean in halfway, let her meet you the other half.
All right, but like with which half do I lean in? Do I
The
top
bottom
or
half.
the bottom half? of the glass?
Well,
Probably
also
the
since
top.
she's like, I guess like never done anything before, like she's a virgin. I'm assuming.
Yes.
Okay, like yeah, so like that, that's like sacred stuff, like
So yeah, you can't be expecting to get shit right now.
yeah.
You need to
I know,
work it.
I know.
And then that all depends on how much you want it. How
It's
awesome
just-
she is.
It's weird because like that one night she actually started flirting back just to give it a shot. She was still very kind of like messy at it in certain directions, but she
That's
actually
probably
was
adorable.
she was getting some results. She was getting some hits in there, and I was surprised.
That's cute though. Come on. That's worth a lot.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Practice
Do you
flirting.
see yourself with her? Or do you just see her with her in
And
that bed?
that's the biggest problem.
Well,
I do
then
not
it's not,
see
when we can't
long-term.
answer that for you, babe. That's up to you.
I don't know. I'm saying I don't see a super long term situation with this. So that's where I'm like, I'm also feeling the guilt there. It's like
Okay, but are
Like-
you feeling friendship long term?
I can definitely see friendship.
Then
Yeah.
stick with that. Just do it. Just do it.
This
It's
is
not
the
gonna
way.
be. It's not. I'm telling you, it is the way. Oh my god! If anybody is, okay, you know what? I'll just be over here with my thousands of women. Not kidding.
Yes.
Oh come on, Dashy. We all know it's only like 950. Don't round up.
Look, I'm trying to be
round
modest.
up to multiple thousand.
Oh,
Oh
my God.
lord.
Always a
All
good
right.
time here, and it is going to be short stream because, like I said in the beginning, so we're going to.
Speaking of Fatman, you want to hop over
Yeah.
and start?
Yeah, let's go.
All right. Well,
In-
thank you for having us here, Dashy,
Yes.
and
We're going to go
thanks
to.
for being here, Sam and Blade Charge. It's good to see you guys and talk with you. Things have been kind of slow in the
I
tundra.
thought you said salmon. I heard you say thanks for letting me
What?
be your salmon.
You know what?
I was like,
People call me well, Shiku calls me salmon. Hot, like just not hot salmon, but just salmon.
How do you like salmon cooked?
Nice.
I was waiting for that to. I'm like, thanks for letting me be here. Thanks for letting me be your salmon. And then apparently you said here, Sam, and blade charge. But there was this fucking pause, and I'm like, what's happening?
I'm just having a Biden-esque stroke.
How do you let the salmon cooked?
All right, guys. It's about that time. Thanks for hanging out with us, and thanks for taking over, Raymond, because I'm not feeling well all of a sudden. But yeah, it's just how it is. And Raymond, be friends for fuck's sakes. Literally, for fuck's sakes. Literally. All right, guys. Have a good night, and I'll see you whenever. Question mark.
Right.
Bye.
Right.
Bye.
Thank you, salmon and blade charge. And,
Yeah.
Catch you on
Have a
the
nice
flip
day,
side.
y'all.
Bye.
bye.
Happy Easter.